Welcome to this episode of Stories from a Claims Rep, right? We just storytelling today, man. And this one, New York guy, my man. New York guy. This guy, I remember his name too, but I'm not going to say it. But this experience with this dude, it helped me it reminded me like how important these claims are. You know, it's not just filling out papers and playing battleship with the VA that I enjoy doing. I love battling with the VA and Vietnam. Sometimes we lose, most times we win. But he was a reminder, right? New York guy was a reminder, man, that these claims, they have a significant effect in people's lives, right? Just like a few hours of help that I give could change years of a person's life. You know, again, a few hours of help can change years of a person's life, man. It's powerful when you really look at it. So a New York guy, my man, he was a wild, loud guy, right? He came, yo, son, he coming to the office, right? And we could hear him in the lobby. The way the office is set up, you got the lobby and you got a door. And then behind that door is the office, is what we see. It was 4 of us, 3 women and me, right? So, you know, I had to get New York guy. They're like, we don't want to deal with this guy. I got you. You know what I mean? Just relax, ladies. I got you. You know what I mean? New York guy coming there, boom. New York guy had a handler with him too, like little white dude. Well, I guess was like kind of watching him to make sure he didn't go like too out of control. You know, and he was loud, he was wild. He was a big guy too, probably about 6'2", you know. Maybe a little taller than me, maybe. Might have been shorter than me, so maybe 6'1" or something like that. But you're different, you know what I mean? The beauty of filing claims is that it allows you to interact with all different kinds of people, from the wild to the docile, you know what I mean? And everything in between, because everybody needs help at some point. That's what it is. Everybody kind of at the crossroads of being in need of help. Everybody is at those crossroads at one point or another in your life, you know? So for us, for claims rep, we're just helpers for people at that crossroads. My man, New York guy, so we was in there like maybe 45 minutes, just talking, right? He had to warm up to me, of course, you know. And we talked about the claim. He wanted to file for TDIU, temporary disability, individual unemployability, because of his mental health. He had recently had a few incidents where police were involved, right? Police had to get called because of his mental health episodes, we'll say. And so he's in the office, I want to file for TDIU. It took us about 45 minutes to an hour to kind of get through it. It was a character, you know. And by the time he left, you know, we was in there laughing, having fun, right? His handler had relaxed by this time. It was good, man. It was good. It was a good experience, but I'll never forget it because he was wild, loud. Everybody was scared. I don't want to mess with this guy. You do. I got him. Boom. Come here. I'll never forget it, man. Mr. Perry was his name. And he called me up a few months after that. I get a call, and they said it was New York guy, right? I'm like, oh shit, New York guy on the phone, right? So I'm like, I think the claim that went through and everything was good at that time. So I'm like, okay, boom, New York guy, what's up, man? So I'm excited to talk to him, right? So I'm like, hello? I'm like, you know, Mr. Perry, hello, what's up, Mr. Perry? And there was silence, right? So I was a little confused. And then I hear, you know, Mr. McClain. And I listen a little closer, you know. I could hear his voice. It was kind of weak, though. So I'm like, hey, good morning, Mr. New York, Mr. Perry, right? Good morning, Mr. Perry. Hey, how can I help you, man? Everything okay? Right? I'm thinking, like, you know, is he all right? You know what I mean? And he said, thank you. Right? He said, you helped me get to 100% permanent and total, which allowed me to be able to send my daughter to school for free. right? Like chapter 35 will pay for the bulk of it, if not all of it. And he said, you helped me to finally do something that makes me feel like I made my daughter proud. Even say I get chills now just saying it. Right? That's the power of this stuff. For me, I think that's what I've always been chasing with helping people, serving people. There's something about those thank yous, man, when people look you in your eye, or if it's on the phone, look you in your heart to heart, human to human. Thank you. You've allowed me to do something that I feel like will have the people in my life looking at me with more reverence, more appreciation, more pride, right? You allow me to finally do something to make me feel like my daughter was proud of me. I'll never forget that, man. When you talk about the power of helping somebody, and there's sacrifice to it. It's the Good Samaritan story, like the actual one from the Bible. It was risky for the Good Samaritan to help the person. That's what being a helper is, right? It's risky. It requires a lot of time, a lot of effort. It requires you to stand and advocate for people who may not be able to advocate for themselves, right? It's a warrior's mission, in my opinion, because there's always resistance, you get to fight back against things that may appear bigger than you, but when you start beating them, it's good, man. And to know that what you're doing, again, has lasting effects on people, more rewarding than anything. You can take all my stuff away. You can't take the memories of the people that I've helped, the people who've looked me in my eyes and said, man, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, you can't take that from me, dog. So that's why it'll always be, shoulders rotating, these can't fuck with me. Yeah. I've had like hundreds of people look me in my eyes like, bro, come on, man. Hey, I'm one of the most helpful guys you know. You know what I mean? Period, man. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, I can help you do it. If you can get clear on what it is you want to accomplish, especially within this space, you just got to find me. You know what I mean? That's the difficult part. But man, I've helped so many people, and those folks have helped me out so much as well. Reminding me to take the chances, right? Teaching me to trust yourself. Even if you don't believe something, take a shot at it, right? New York guy. A reminder of how important these claims are in people's lives. We talk about learn the information, use the information if you deem it to be valuable. Learning can unlock your life. Using what you learn can unlock your life. Sharing with other people allows you to live forever. To me, like the people that I listen to, Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, talking about, Earl Nightingale died in 1988 when I was 6 years old. I was listening to him yesterday, right? Put something together that helps people, you'll live forever. That's kind of how I look at it. I'm a little crazy about like helping people and feeling like this is my assignment here, given to me by God, right? So any person trying to stop me, senior, please. Come on, bro. No. That ain't how it works. You know what I mean? As long as I help people, I feel God will take care of me. So my focus, helping people. That's it. You guys don't want to be helped, I'm on to the next, baby. You know what I mean? There's too many folks out here who could use my help. But that's what I'm here for, a vessel. That's all. Continue to be grateful for the ideas that have chosen to use me. That's all. This has very little to do with me. It's just me, like my granddad when I was a kid, he said, that's my little helper right there. He was right. He was speaking for the world. That's my little helper right there. Right. Yeah, be who you are, baby, you know what I mean? Shoulder rotating, I'm just getting in that mode. Hey, what am I doing? Hey, learn the information. I'm just rambling at this point. Learn the information. Use the information. If you deem it to be valuable, as always, man, each one teach one, share the information. Right? Knowledge, understanding, share it until we all have the same amount of knowledge and understanding. If you know, you know, baby. Have an incredible day, dog.